Episode 4 of 2521 starts with Hee-do beginning her morning routine, complete with both Yu-rim and Hee-do exchanging glares at one another as they head to school. Hee-do needs help with her dance choreography, and that brings her to Jae-woong, who has his own little hidden area in the form of a rooftop shed. In exchange for teaching her how to dance, Jae-woong tasks her with placing Yu-rim's favorite drink in her locker. After, Hee-do heads into Ko Chiang's office, where she's called out for going against Da-sul the previous night. Yang is quick to remind her that fencing is a game of wits and mind games, not sword fighting. Hee-do needs to think several steps ahead, and that means she needs to double up on her strategy. Meanwhile, Yi-jin heads in for a job interview, where he unfortunately comes up short. However, one of his father's friends drops off a check for 100,000 won to get him a taxi back home. Yi-jin is devastated, and drinks away his problems, sitting outside, stressed. Hee-do comes dancing up the street, putting a smile on his face. In return, he also gives some solid advice to her, telling Hee-do she needs to be a strategist, just as Ko Chiang told her. Yi-jin falls asleep outside, leading Hee-do to wrap a blanket around him with the note "Do not disturb, failed an interview today." And yes, disturb is spelled incorrectly. The thing is, that note ends up spreading word all over town, with numerous different regulars on the paper round commenting on Yi-jin's woes. As he remains determined to find Hee-do, she heads into the gym the next day, and gives an impassioned plea to Da-sul, deciding that she wants to do what's right for the whole team, including everyone being allowed to do night training, with Da-sul joining for guidance. As she holds onto her leg, begging her to allow this given it'll be great for morale, Ko Chiang hides round the corner and stifles a laugh. After school, Jae-woong ends up spotting Yu-rim on the bus, and continues to try and win her over. As he tells her he likes her a lot, Hee-do runs into the bully from episode 1, the one she whacked numerous times with an umbrella. So naturally, she runs away from the kids. Given she's been running with weights all this time, she's super fast now. The kids end up getting motorcycles though, but Yi-jin shows up with his sports car to pick up Hee-do. Although he asks her to apologize, she does no such thing and instead jumps into the passenger seat. When they finally lose the bullies, Hee-do admits she tried to turn his tragedy into a comedy. And Yi-jin admits himself that this helped him see the lighter side of things. When it starts to rain, this only compounds Hee-do's feelings as she comments how much she loves getting wet in the rain. At the same time, Jae-woong and Yu-rim also happen to be walking, and eventually bump into the pair in an alleyway en route to Seung-won's house. Of course, the intense rivalry between Hee-do and Yu-rim continues to escalate in the process. However, the group do manage to sit and have a civilized dinner together. There's even a picture taken too, which makes Hee-do's mother's scrapbook. Hee-do's favor for Jae-woong goes horribly wrong. Despite her placing the drink in Yu-rim's locker, Yu-rim is quick to point out she's acting two-faced, and even reveals she dislikes the drink now thanks to her. However, Jae-woong finally plucks up enough courage to drop the drink over to her in person, admitting he's the one who set up Hee-do to do this for him. Yu-rim and Jae-woong continue to dance around how they really feel. That night, with Yi-jae officiating, Hee-do's training draws to a close with a fencing match against her coach. It's not even a contest in truth, given Yang wins easily. She implores Hee-do not to have fear going forward, because that's what she managed to exploit. Eventually the pair shake hands as training comes to a close. While Hee-do relaxes, Yi-jin shows up and eventually she invites him in. The pair discuss her fencing gear, including how Yu-rim's handle is red, because she's competed at an international competition. Hee-do puts fencing gear on Yi-jin and the pair skirmish. Naturally, the bet here is that the loser has to grant the winner a wish. Hee-do is only playing defense though. So naturally, Yi-jin catches her off guard, claiming the next Full House volume is out and managing to strike her when Hee-do's guard is down. It's a good lesson in concentration, and eventually the pair discuss the future. Specifically, they talk about Hee-do's failures, and how they've built up toward a success in the future. Yi-jin admits that she gives him hope and wants her to do well in the future. As the pair look at one another, the episode comes to the episode ending explained. 2521 bows out with another good episode, this time building on the ties between Yi-jin and Hee-do as they start to grow closer together. There's a nice chemistry growing between these two, with the duo naturally vibing off one another. Seeing Yi-jin's tough life and how hard he's working is counteracted by Hee-do's tenacious attitude and determination to be the best. Of course, the real wild card here stems from Yu-rim and Hee-do's online chats. It's a nice inclusion, and at the moment remains a secret to be revealed later on down the line. For now though, 2521 continues to deliver enthralling drama, leaving the door open for next week's follow-up.